Welcome to another stage analysis video. It's Sunday the 22nd of February 2026. Lots to get through as always. Going to start off with the watch list stocks before getting into the regular content where we'll look at the stage 2 breakouts, stages summary, some of the market breadth update and various other bits. So I'm going to start off this week with a look at NVDA to begin with, because it's got earnings coming up on Wednesday after the close, and being the largest constituent of the Nasdaq 100 and potentially the S&P 500 as well. It's obviously a major influence on what happens in the market, so its earnings results key to what goes on this week in terms of the market direction, obviously following Wednesday's announcement in the after hours. So currently, as you can see, since August, it's basically been going sideways throughout that whole period. We did have the spike to new highs. It was moving higher in stage 2, then started to top out at the end of October with the rest of the Nasdaq 100. I think the top of the Nasdaq 100 was exactly around the same period, and you saw it start to drop off below the 50-day moving average. This significant bar pulling it back below in mid-November. Then for that period since then, it's gone completely sideways through then, and it's been consolidating for the last few months just around its 50-day and its 21-day moving average. You can see both of them moving pretty much in lockstep for at least the last month and a half now. So Friday with the close actually pushed higher again, another 1.02%, so back above the 21-day and the 50-day moving average at the moment, and approaching the potential continuation level here at the top of this range. As I said, this significant bar from back in November, the key level here at the moment, so around, what's the precise level? 195.99, so 196. So we start to see a move through that 196 level, and obviously potential for continuation. But as you can see, the rising 200-day moving average here is of concern, because with this big sideways range now for what we've got 7 months, and this could potentially be stage 3 here, because it's held up quite well. If we go to the weekly chart on the website here, you can see we're still technically in stage 2, as we haven't had a single weekly close below that 30-week moving average, but we've been going so much sideways for a while now. This could potentially be stage 3, but we've seen this before with NVDA. So if we go into full range mode, you can see we had a similar kind of period back in 2023 where it went sideways. Obviously looked like it was potentially stage 3 at this point through here. Obviously lots of people calling for a potential stage 4 breakdown attempt, but then obviously started to get back above its 10-week moving average, started to tighten up through there, and then we saw that continuation move. So currently we've got a similar kind of thing going on the weekly chart here. It's been getting really tight, back above the 10-week moving average again. So looking for continuation at the moment, but as you can see, 175 at the moment, the stage 4 level just below where we are currently. So it's currently this weekly close through here. So if we do start to see a drop off through this area, then potentially could move into stage 4, but not there yet. Technical attributes still holding up with a stage analysis technical attribute score of a 7 out of 10 at the moment. The Mansfield relative strength is still above the 0 line. So as I said, looking to see what happens with the earnings reaction on Wednesday. If we do see a spike up through this 196 level, then looking for that further continuation. But if we do start to see a drop back through this 170 area down below here, then potentially we could start to see a new stage 4 breakdown. So pivotal point for NVIDIA, and obviously key for the market as well. So as I said, we'll give a determined direction for the Nasdaq 100 particularly, I would imagine, so as the other major stocks would likely follow suit if it did start to drop off. CAVA is another one coming up this week with earnings Tuesday after the close. So you can see it's been consolidating around its 200-day moving average, pulled back into the 50-day a few times over the last few months, but started to tighten up a little bit here. Managed to close on Friday back above the 200-day moving average again, and just sitting just underneath that stage 2 level at the moment. So again, if we go to a weekly chart on this, you can see We had a decent stage 2 move up through the end of 2023 into early 2024 before starting to roll over, starting to form stage 3, lower high through here and breaking down into stage 4. You see the Mansell relative strength start to drop off at that same point as well, back through the zero line there. So it did start to consolidate, start to build a new base structure through here, but never managed to get back above that declining 30-week moving average and made a continuation break lower in stage 4. Obviously continued to drop off. So still just below the pivot lows of that level at the moment. Stage 2 level currently 72.09 to be precise at the moment on the current level. So it's this weekly close through here. So if we do start to see a move up through that area, then potentially would start to move off into stage 2, and we'd start to see that the 30-week moving average turning up and 10-week moving average start to follow suit. So looking for this kind of thing at the moment, but earnings again key with this one. So just come back out of that, back in. So if it does manage to push through that level, then be into early stage 2, but could easily drop back into stage 4 again. Should we come back through? You can see the stage 4 level at the moment 48.89, a little bit of distance away on that one, so 30% to get back down to that level. So if it did start to drop off through this area, then we'll just be moving back into stage 1 again if it can't push through, so which obviously it's at currently. So neutral position at the moment, so slightly strong SATA score 6 out of 10, so neutral is 4 or 5, so just pushing into the strong zone. But when we get into stage 2, you tend to have a SATA score of 7 or higher, so looking out for that one on Tuesday after the close as well. Another one today to look at has been recent leader through 2025 was silver. So this is the physical silver trust. I just wanted to show this one this week. So you can use SLV for silver, and there's various other ETFs as well, or the various individual stocks as they tend to follow suit with what physical silver is doing. So with the recent pullback, did have a significant bar dropping off at the end of January there after the big run where it started to get a little bit parabolic in the near term. Lots of people were looking to short it all through obviously the extended period there, and then we finally got this big drop off where it dropped 30% in a day. So it's been consolidating around that level at the moment, hasn't got much above the midpoint of that bar since then, so that tends to be the key. You can see we've got a couple of little pivots through here. If we actually go to the silver spot to give us a better idea, so we've got that big significant bar here and this more local bar. So the local bar at the moment would be the key level at the moment for that one. So if we start to push up through that area, so what's that, 88 to sort of 90 area on there, then potentially we could get a short-term continuation. So if we come back to the ETF here and drop to a lower time frame, this is where, let me go back to don't forget intraday data for that one. We don't. Maybe SLV would be better for that one. So SLV might have not much better to be fair. Basically, as you can see on an intraday basis here, been starting to build a base. This is the 2-hour chart. So the stage 2 run started to roll over, dropped off into stage 4. So we've been building this new range through here. So looking for a stage 2 breakout on this lower time frame, which on the daily time frame, if it does start to push through there, would put it through that 180R level, 29.27 at the moment on PSLV here. And then that's potentially an area of interest. But if it can't get back through this area and starts to push back below the 50-day moving average, then it could quickly drop off again as a liquidation can come faster, and obviously the pushback's higher. But as a former leader, there is potential that this could still have another leg in it. So let's do PSLV. As you can see, obviously the decent run that it's had over the last year and that massive significant bar reversal move. So engulfing in the near term here, but nothing compared to that recent bar. So if we can get a push back through here, then we could get a test back towards the upper levels. But if it does start to lose the near term levels, then obviously back towards the 30-week moving average would be the logical point.